What's up, y'all? Y'all all right? Good. If not, let's get better. This is your man, Jazz Man. Welcome, 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 welcome. I know I'm just trying to been running around, trying to get home quick. It's a blessing on the way when everything, just when you think, just when you think. Just when you think, you're about to get to that next level, something can hit you real quick. I'm glad it's all hitting me right about this time. I'm glad I was able to be prepared for this. So some of it I'm still trying to figure out, but that's minute to the big stuff. That's minute to the big stuff. But it's just all about the process of how you get through, how you fight through. You have the tenacity. You have the tenacity to come through and overcome any adversity. Because it's all the power you need is right before you, and sometimes we overlook it. Sometimes we just need to take a second and just take, and think. Wait a minute. Let me make. Hold on. So how like today? I know I signed up for 8 hours. I didn't sign. I used to work them 12. I used to want to do them 12-hour shifts, and you know what? After a while, your body, you get tired. Your knees start to hurt. Don't feel the same way no more. Your feet start to start buying special shoes, and then just wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just. I'm tired of chasing, but now I got a position where I ain't got to work too hard, but I got to work. But instead of we missed Monday because it was a level 3. So we had to make it up. So they ain't giving no, they ain't giving no weekend time. So they said you had to come in either 2 hours early or 2 hours later. Stay 2 hours later. So I elected to stay 2 hours later. Man, as you adjusted from that 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. to do that now to 11 to 7, it was a big. That's a major adjustment. We ain't working in a couple weeks. You gotta adjust your body. Your mind gotta adjust. I know my sleep schedule is already off anyway, but I gotta adjust to the sleep schedule. And now I'm coming home. I'll be ready to work out. I mean, my mind be ready to work out. Body be like, sit your butt down. Sit your butt down. now that we go back on the regular step. I only got 1 day off though, but they gave us 3 last week, so I can't complain. So I go back tomorrow night. But now I have my Friday and my Saturday, to restore. And as I go through and get things together, it's just amazing how I always tell people, if you get off into this book and read it for the way it's supposed to be read, allegorical, metaphorical, logical, and figurative, you'll get some gems of wisdom and be like, and laugh through it, because as you're reading it, you start listening to the story and it starts relating to your life. Like, you know what, I just went through that, or I'm going through that, or how can I get through this, or how did. And that's just how it goes. Because sometimes when you don't want everybody in your business, especially nowadays, you got social media. The guys are now gossiping more than the women. The women are turning to the guys. And it's a whole different scenario. So you don't know who to trust. So the power, all the power you need is within yourself to say, "Hold on, Lord, let me figure out how to get through this situation." But also, being able to understand what your circle and who is in your circle. What's in your circle, who's in your circle, and how that circle is benefiting you mentally, spiritually, and physically. Now, because every relationship, like I say, a lot of my relationships start off in business, but then when they get personal, it's like, okay, wait a minute, we got to make sure we understand, we got to separate these two, because when it comes to business, I might be a little Victor Newman. I'm going straight for, hey, because I can't play about the business. But when it comes to friendship and when it comes to, I'm a little, hey, we cool. I got your back, you got mine, however the case may be. But when it comes to business, hold on, but that ain't got nothing to do with our friendship. This is a business. This is what we agreed to. So what we're talking about, it relates right to that right now. When we're talking about with Jacob, now he connected with his uncle last night and said, because he ran away, he done stole from his uncle, he done took everything from the uncle, all the stuff that he valued, especially these pictures that he called his gods, that he worshipped, that he idolized. Now he done stole because he done treated him bad all this time. He's saying to him, "Oh, hold on. Now our relationship as uncle and nephew is cool, but as a servant, I done served 20 years. I said, oh, matter of fact, you tricked me not once but twice, and now I'm sitting here with both your daughters, married to both your daughters. You won't even and you won't even treat me. You keep changing my wages and changing my wages 10 times, and now, you know what? Enough is enough. All the power I need is with me, because I'm going to take because." What it is with Laban, he's a father who loves his children and don't want to see them leave. But he's treating them bad because it's like giving your daughter away. You don't know this baby from the time that she was born. Now she's a nice woman. Now you don't want her to leave. Now she done fell in love. Rachel done fell in love with this man, and his daughter now his daughter's about to leave the nest. He don't want them to leave. And guess what? If he was the type of father, if this gonna be the man you're gonna be with, he gotta be under my roof. But now he gets a rude awakening. God awakes him, give him an awakening and says, look here, man. Don't you go find Jacob and don't you speak good or bad to him. You make sure you neutralize the situation. You're the elder. You seen how timid Jacob was supposed to be when he was mama's boy, but now he done grew into a man. Now he take matters into his own hand, because guess what? You ain't gonna keep treating me like this, because enough is enough. All the power I need is to say, Lord, give me the strength to get through this situation. I don't have to go. Please, just make sure I leave out of here with peace. Make sure I leave out this situation with peace. Now his uncle comes to me. After he done run off with the stuff, his wife, even his daughters was in on it. Pop, you ain't giving us nothing. When we leave up, he said, "Hold on." But Pop's is thinking in his head, "Yeah, I want to give you a proper send off. But these are my daughters. These are my babies. These are my daughters. These are my babies." So I don't just want them to go off with anybody, but now I have to come to terms with this. This was the conflict. It was my conflict. It was the whole thing was about a conflict. He had a conflict within himself. How do I let my children go? You know how you'll be when you find that when he's find that first girlfriend and mama you all on his back. Who is she? I don't like her. You ever run down. Same thing with the father. Hold on, I got to check out who the father. Remember the part in Bad Boys 2 when Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, when Mike and Mike Lowry and them is at the door, right? And Mike Burnett is at the door, and the boyfriend or what his name is, her prom date, her date is out to take him out to date, whatever his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But so he checking them about who are you taking my daughter? Who is you? You look like you're about 35. So he checking them because I want to know who taking my daughter out. This is my prized possession right here. I gotta know you. I know your daddy now. I know your daddy. Your daddy is my brother-in-law. I know my sister, but these are my daughters here. But at the end of the day, now we got to sit back and realize, hold on now. I know you're a strong brother. You done did your 20 years here, man. You served, man. You took some stuff. Hold on. You took some of the things that I didn't never think about your feelings, man. I was doing you wrong because I wanted to see how long you was going to last. I was testing you, and so was God. And so I'm going to see if we're going to pressure, when the pipe was going to burst because the pressure was getting hard. Hey, man, I done did 20 years here. Now, they can make a promise in a treaty and say, bring that peace. He done put his foot down. Enough is enough, huh? He done put his foot down and said, now, hold on, wait a minute. This is why I did that. He said, you could have had anything the Bible said you could have had anything you wanted, nephew. Jacob, you could have had anything you wanted. But like I said, he was humble. Jacob was very humble. He said, sure, I love this woman. I'm going to work for her. I got to work. I want her so bad, I'll do 7 years more. Plus 6. But enough is enough. But now they get this treaty. Now he got to understand that you didn't change up on me, huh? Now they had this conversation, let's make a promise. We're going to build this here, this heap of witness. This stone between us is a covenant, a promise between us. You don't come past here to hurt me, and I won't come past it to hurt you. Now go on and take my daughters, and you take care of my daughters. Well, don't take no other wife. He said, but if you mistreat my daughters, the father's love. If you mistreat my daughters, guess what? It's gonna be me and you. He said, ain't nobody here to witness what I'm telling you. He threatening them pretty much. But if you hurt my daughters in any shape, way, shape, form, or fashion, if their heart is broken in any type of way, you take up any other wives or anything, you hurt my daughters, guess what? It's going to be me and you. And right here, this is our heap of witness. This is our covenant peace. This is our contract right here. Let's go in peace. Let's go in. Let's go deeper. But now, there's another conflict that's been going on. It was Jacob and Esau that had a conflict. Remember, Esau done sold his birthright, and now he done got, he done tricked his daddy to give him, his daddy went blind and everything, and, his mama was rich. It was just a big old thing. With Rebecca, it was just a big old thing with these two brothers, and now have a conflict in between them because now the mother, she done started this mess. She tells Jacob to run, your brother's about to kill you. So now some years later, they went down in the line, and now Jacob and Esau comes face to face. Now remember, I told you that last night we were talking about how he sent out his servants and told them to go forth and check the temperature for me, see how mad he is. Because if he sees us, he's going to kill us. But now he's giving them all these good things. He said, I'm going to give all these things unto him so that he can make sure that, he know I'm coming in peace. Let's go to 33, y'all. Lord Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, for your word of all glory, praise, and honor. If it had not been for you and the mighty things you've done for me, I would not be here. I ask you to bless our minds, our bodies, and our souls to be better today than they were yesterday, striving for tomorrow. Lord, let the words that I read from this, let the reading of your word be blessed, Lord. Let the information that's shared today, let it be discerned in the hearts of those who are listening and those who are watching. Lord, I ask you to please let your understanding come out of this today. Let us get the things that are needed in order to be the best us we can be. All these blessings we ask in the presence in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit may be sure. So now, Esau and Jacob. And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came, and with him 400 men. Remember, Esau is pretty much like a carbon copy of his father. Because his father put favor into him, so now he's more of a warrior. Because Isaac was the warrior. It was pretty much, now he's taking up as his father because now he's supposed to be. He's still in his heart. He's the king, but in the prophecy it said the younger should rule over the older, and it okay. And he divided the children unto Leah and unto Rachel and unto the 200 handmaids. So when he separated the two. Remember. And he put handmaids and their children foremost, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph hindermost. So, don't Leah, y'all up front, but Joseph, again, this is showing favor. Joseph is back here with Daddy. He's back further than all of them. Rachel and Joseph, his most prized possession, he protected them with all cost. And he passed over before them and bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother. And this is that moment in The Color Purple with Miss Celia and Miss Nettie get back together. Celia, Nettie. Right, this is that part. Esau, Jacob. Esau. Now remember, Esau was one that's supposed to have been killing him. Esau ran to meet him and embraced him, fell on his neck, kissed him, and they started to cry. They wept. Beautiful moment. All this time, Jacob has been scared to see his brother because he thought he was about to kill him. Now he sees his brother. His brother runs to him. He is now showing his love and how much he missed his brother. And they both started to cry together. There was time when me and my brother would get together. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. And before we leave, we start crying and stuff. What are we crying for? But it's just the fact that we know each other well enough to have a moment to know how special those moments are. We've been going away from each other so long. These moments I shared these to sit back and reminisce about remember that. But he ran to meet his brother, embraced him, and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted up his eyes and saw the woman and the children and said, Who are those with thee? Who are those with you? Who are those? He said, the children which God has graciously given thy servant. He said, who are them? Where are these? Your family? Look at your family. Then the handmaids came near and their children, and they bowed themselves. They bowing down to him, showing respect because this is their uncle. This is the older. This is the oldest brother supposed to be. And Leah also with her children came near and bowed themselves, and after them came Joseph near and Rachel, and they bowed themselves. And he said, What meanest thou all this drove which I have met? What y'all doing all this for? What y'all doing this? What y'all bowing down to me for? And he said, These are to the grace and sight of my Lord. He said, I know my Father. He said, I know my God is good. He said, at first I was a little leery about how it was going to handle this, how it was going to work, how it was going to be. But guess what happened here? You done brought favor unto me. And now, guess what? My brother is not mad at me anymore. My family is being seen. We've seen each other's family. Oh, man, this is a joyous occasion. And guess what? Oh, you showing the mercy unto me. And Leah also her children. And he said, well, This is great in the sight of the Lord. And Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep that house unto themselves. Don't give me nothing. Don't give me no, because you know they're giving gifts. Remember, he said, I'm putting all this stuff together, so I'm giving them stuff. To, hey, welcome into the. And Jacob said, Nay, I pray thee, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then receive my presence at my hand. For therefore I have seen thy face, and I have seen the face of God that was pleased with me. He's saying to you, son, you're close to victory. Don't give up yet. I told you what to do. Go ahead and take care of the business. And guess what, son? You're going to be all right. He's saying to you, go back to your father's land. Go back over there. So guess what he said? But my brother over there, he rule over there now. He's going to kill me if I go back over there. He said, no, go on. And now he showed mercy. His brother has come and run to him and said, I love you, man. I don't want nothing from you. There you go. And take, I pray thee, my blessing that brought to thee, because God hath dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. And he urged him, and he took it. And he said, let us take our journey. Let us go, and I will go before you. And he said unto him, my Lord knoweth that the children are tender, and the flocks and the herds and young with the young are with me. And if men should overdrive them one day, all the flock will die. So now he's showing his power and his authority. He's saying, I got everything I need. I've been working very hard. Yeah, you were given everything, but I work for a lot of things here. But if God is doing some great things unto me too. The same God that we was worshiping in the house, the same God that Mama taught us about, the same God that Daddy taught us about, is the same God we still worship today. I still know them principles. Our path was different, but we still know about the Lord. So he said, the Lord been doing good to me. So now I understand that he gonna give me some joy and some peace. So in order for me to understand that I got to move on past some things, let me get over that. Let me forgive some things. Let me forgive myself. Let me go ahead on and now understand that I have all the power that I need. And he said unto him, my Lord know that the children are tender, they're young, they're young, they didn't know understand. Let my Lord, I pray thee, pass over before my servant, and I will lead on softly according to the cattle that goeth before me, and the children be able to endure until I come unto my Lord unto serve. So come on, let us go on and take as much time as we need. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take our little journey, and we're gonna do this right. We're gonna chill. We're gonna relax. Let the children get to play with each other. Let the family, let's have fun. Let's go on this journey and make it fun. We're gonna make this last for a little while. We're gonna make this last for a little while. And like I said, he took what he had, but he said, let our journey, let's go and to serve. We're going to serve. And he said, Esau said, let me now leave with thee some other folk that are with me. And he said, what needeth it? Let me find grace in the sight. What do you need? Now it's my turn to forgive you. Let me show you my forgiveness. Let me show you how good God is. So now here, you got to text me there. I put this together because I owe you this is my way of apologizing to you. Oh, now he said, no. So since you did that, I'm going to show you my way of apologizing to these brothers now. They brothers. No matter what, they brothers. He said, I'm going to deal with you in the softly so that the people can endure and have fun. And Esau said, let us go head on. And I'm going to use some of these folks. What do you need? So Esau returned that day on his way unto Seir, and Jacob journeyed to Succoth, and built him a house and made booths for his cattle. Therefore, the name of this place is Succoth. So like I said, you got meat, you got money. That's where the money at. Meat, where's the money? Where's the beef? You got the beef. And Jacob came to Shalem, a city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan. And when he came from Panorama and pitched his tent before the city, remember, we're back in Panorama. That's where he first started at. And he brought a parcel of a field where he had spread his tent in the hand of the children of Hamar, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money, and he erected there an altar, and he called it El Elol Israel. So this is where he now bought this land, and this is his mark. He's making his mark. El Elol Israel. So the God is with the Lord dwells with Israel. Hold on, make sure. The Lord dwells with Israel. Yeah. It is God of Israel. So this is his land. So now he's calling the God of Israel, or the Lord of Israel. Now we got through. Now we got the reconciliation of the brothers. Now this next part right here. This speaks to any of those young ladies or women who may be going through, who have or dealt with sexual assault, or even some young men who may have dealt with sexual assault. We do not condone anything of the hurting of children or anything that goes on with that type of stuff. You know. So this part is a little touchy, but let's break through some walls. Let's go a little deeper. Because now we're going to learning about Dina, the only sister of the brothers, the Virgo, the virtuous one. Chapter 34. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, was born unto Jacob and went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem and the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her. But in doing so, his soul clave unto Dinah and the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel and spoke kindly unto the damsel. He took advantage of her. And in that moment, but she was young. She had to be about 12, 14 years old. And the soul claimed, and Shechem spoke unto the father of Hamor, saying, "Get me this damsel to my wife." Hamor said, "I want her so I like. This must be his first peach. Definitely was her." And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. Now his sons were with his cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they would come. He was so upset. He's going through it. He called the troops. He kept his peace. He said, "Hold on, y'all. You did what to my daughter?" He said, "Hold on." Said the single out. Reuben, Asher, Joseph. Let's go. Let's roll. So when he got there, Hamor and the father of Shechem went out unto Jacob to commune with him. Now we had to talk. And the sons of Jacob came out to the field. But hold on, at this part, hold on. He's trying to figure out, hold on, before he even get mad, he's trying to figure out what's going on. Before we have a conversation, let my boys, you always have to talk with me and my boys. Before we, you just told me some information. We had to talk with the boy. And the sons of Jacob came out of the field, and when they heard it, the men were grieved. And they were very, very upset about Ralph because he had wrought folly in Israel and lying with Jacob's daughter, which that ought not be done. They upset. They going. The emotion. Think about the emotion, brothers and sisters. If somebody came to you and told you they were defiled in this manner, what emotions go through? What emotions do you go through? I tell you, I was in a situation where somebody had to tell me some information like that, and it was like there were so many different emotions in that moment. There's so many things that you just you go from anger to grieving to you go through some changes in your you just and had my communion with them and saying, the soul of my son shall come longeth for your daughter. I pray you give her to him to wife. And make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you. And you shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you, and dwell and trade ye therein, and get you possessions therein. So we trying to make sure our families make going into the, we trying to become a family, man. We put our land together, your land together. And Shechem said unto her father, unto her brothers, let me find grace in your eyes, and what shall she say unto me, I will give. Now, it wasn't me that committed the crime, sir. My son is the one. But I'm going to protect my son at all costs, too. But he wants to marry your daughter. Let's see how we can make this right. Ask me never so much drawing in gifts, and I will give according, and ye shall say unto me, but give me the damsel to wives. I'll give you whatever you want. Just make sure my son have it. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor and said, his fathers deceitfully and said, because he had defiled Dinah, their sister. So deceitfully meaning that you ain't even trying to even acknowledge that you're going. They think on a different level here. They thinking on a level like, wait a minute, you mean tell me God just did this to our sister, and you think we're just gonna take you in as family now? You think we're supposed to just mingle with y'all? Especially there's two brothers that they were so upset. And they said unto him, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised. If we reproach unto us, he said, hold on, you ain't even under our custom. We know you ain't part of our family because you ain't going under the covenant no way. Remember the movie, my old school play? Y'all, everybody seen the series, The Last Dawn. The Last Dawn with Christy Alley, when she played the daughter of the big the Dawn, all right? The Dawn, Pepe, how Pepe was at the wedding when she got married to the Cediones. The Cediones, they were supposed to be, they bad seeds, whatever the case may be. But Cediones went over there, and it's the same thing in The Godfather too, with the little sister. So when she got married, they went over here. They did. Oh man, this is dramatic. This is where the story came from. So he said, "The Last Dawn." Watch that series with Christy Alley. And they said unto them, "We cannot do this thing to give an uncircumcised, but in this will we consent unto you." So if you do it, come on. So if you want to be a part of this family, you gotta get circumcised. If ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised. Then we will give our daughters unto you, and we will take on your daughters and to us, and we will dwell with your people, and we become one people. But if ye do not hearken unto us and be circumcised, then we take our daughters and we'll be gone. And their words pleased Hamor, and Shechem Hamor's son. And the young man deferred not to do the thing because he had delight in Jacob's daughter. He said, he was more honorable than all the houses of his fathers. So he said, I'm gonna do whatever he wants because I want her. He, he got whooped. His nose was wide open. And Haman shook him and came into the gates of the city and communed with the men of the city, saying, these men are peaceable with us. These men are peaceable with us. Therefore, let them dwell in the land and trade therein for the land. Behold, it is great large enough for them. Let us take their daughters and to us for our wives, and let them give them our daughters, and they their wives. And only herein will the men consent unto us for to dwell with us and to be one with us. If every male among us be circumcised, they are circumcised. He said, we got to become like them. We got to go up under the ritual, okay? We're going to be blessed. This family's blessed. You got your one son. You do. And unto Hamar and unto Shechem, his son, hearkened all that went out of the gate of his city, and every male was circumcised, and all that went out of the gate of the city. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, and that's Simeon and Levi. Remember, Levi's was the tribe that Moses came from. Simeon's was already warriors. And you'll learn about that as they get blessed, as children are blessed. So it came to pass on the third day when they were sore that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, now mind you, after this procedure, they don't have no strength no more. It's a painful procedure. Just like Dinah's brother took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly and slew all the men, slew the whole village of them, all their people. They took their sheep and their oxen and their asses and that which was in the city and that which was in the field and all their wealth and all the little ones, all their wives, they took the captives and spoiled even all that was in the house. They tore it up. They ramshacked the place. And y'all couldn't even defend yourself. It was the perfect setup, he said. Yeah, go ahead. You making this, but they was the one. No, now they in the back. These Levi and Simeon. Oh, they already in their mind. They have this. They upset. That's my baby sister. Wait a minute. And not only, and in this part right here, you can't even get mad with them because guess what? If it was sometimes in situations. That's when it comes to family blood. Sometimes you gotta. This is why Moses had this grace and mercy because he was saving his brother, one of his people. This is why they got Simeon, and that's why that their family. That's why their lineage. This is why they didn't get cut off because it was in the defense of. Took all in. And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, now he mad. Ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And I've been few in numbers. They shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. So you mean to tell me y'all went over here without my permission, uncommissioned to go do this? Now these people might be mad at me because they see all these people dead. And they said, should he deal with our sisters as with the harlot? So, Pop, you mean to tell me you worried about that? We'll fight him if we want to. We'll go head to head with him. But you mean to tell me you gonna let this man just treat our sister like a whore? He said, I'm trying to keep the peace. Not just you, and looking at the bigger picture, son. Because they can come out, I'm few in numbers. There are a lot of people with them. Powerful, wasn't it? Just think about how good God has brought you. How good God has been to you. How far He done brought you. This decision, since you started thinking about how good He is to you. Now you starting to learn the truth about Him. You start to learn, your faith is getting stronger. Now you're thinking about, like, man, I could have made some. Oh man, that decision could have changed the whole. Oh, that's my, bro. That's mine. Oh, that's mine. Go ahead and read that for yourself if you need to. But man, we gonna go deeper. That's my time, y'all. Be safe. If you need some, if you want to get some more word and some good favor, tune in to Brother Christopher Smith. I don't know. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I got this. Because he is on. He's gonna be coming on at 11 o'clock. Pastor Christopher. I want to make sure I had his Facebook page right. No, what? When we pray out, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Let me get this Pastor Chris. I gotta tell you, he ain't nothing right now. But I would type it in. I'm gonna share it with y'all once I get it on. Get it. I'm gonna put it in the comment box. Make sure you tune in. Thank you guys so much. Be safe. New day, new life, new legacy. Yes, we can. Yes, we will. Soon as say yes, we did.